Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to stay updated with every new story. Kane came home earlier than expected. The sun poured golden light through the high windows of his estate as the city below faded into afternoon stillness. He walked through the polished oak doors intending to surprise his family, perhaps catching his wife in the garden or his little girl playing with crayons. But what he saw carved a wound that would never heal. His daughter Emma was only 6, with hair bright as sunlight and eyes reflecting pure innocence. Since losing her mother years ago, she had been his entire world. When Marcus remarried, he hoped Emma would find comfort in a maternal figure. For months, he told himself his new wife, Victoria, cared for the child. But standing frozen in the hallway, he watched Victoria lift her foot and strike Emma, knocking aside one of her crutches. Emma stumbled, her tiny frame shaking as she tried to balance. His fragile girl, who carried the burden of weak legs since birth, being treated with cruelty in the very home meant to protect her. Emma's soft whimper shattered Marcus's heart. Every deal, every dollar, every victory meant nothing compared to the tears on his daughter's cheeks. Victoria, unaware Marcus was home, hissed words like knives, scolding Emma for being slow, for spilling food, for existing as an inconvenience. Her face twisted with frustration, as if the innocent girl were merely a burden. Marcus stepped forward, voice trembling with restrained rage. Emma rushed toward him, small arms wrapping around his legs, body trembling as she buried her face in his suit. He lifted her, whispering comfort while grief and fury burned in his chest. In Victoria's eyes, he saw no remorse, only fear. Marcus sent Victoria away immediately. No explanation could undo what she had done. When the house grew quiet, father and daughter sat on the wide staircase, sunlight slipping across marble, and Marcus felt the weight of his mistakes. He had chosen wrong, assuming Emma's silence meant happiness. For days, Marcus put aside his business empire, focusing only on Emma. He stayed with her at every meal, listened as she explained how Victoria scolded her when he wasn't around, how she went without meals, how she was told to hide so guests wouldn't see her crutches. Each word was a dagger. He promised never again would he put wealth above his daughter's tender soul. Healing didn't come easily. Emma was timid, her laughter dulled, trust fractured. Marcus sought help, therapists, teachers, family friends who surrounded her with kindness. Slowly, like a flower after winter, Emma began smiling again. She painted pictures filled with joy instead of sorrow, took shaky steps in therapy encouraged by her father's steady hand. Months passed and Marcus's mansion felt alive again, not with wealth's hollow glitter, but with father and daughter growing closer. Marcus would pause during meetings, glance at Emma's drawings, and remember what mattered. His empire could crumble, but as long as Emma's heart was safe, he was the richest man alive. One summer afternoon, Emma surprised her father. With determination, she took careful steps without leaning heavily on her crutches, crossing the distance between them. She looked up, face glowing, whispering she wanted to be strong, to walk hand in hand into brighter days. Marcus knelt, tears falling, telling her she was already the strongest person he knew. The story of pain transformed into resilience. Emma's courage became Marcus's compass. He began supporting charities for disabled children, funding rehabilitation centers, creating scholarships in his daughter's name. Every act of kindness stemmed from his lesson. Wealth means nothing without compassion. Success is hollow without love, and a father's duty is guarding his child's heart. Marcus never forgot the day he came home early. What began as horror became the turning point that changed everything. Through tears, mistakes, and second chances, he and Emma built a life where kindness was essential. Though the world saw Marcus Kane as a powerful millionaire, Emma knew the truth. He was above all a father who chose love over everything else.